Hi, my name is Belinda Duarte. I'm the Director of the Korin Gamadji Institute based at Richmond Football Club. And as a part of the Changing the School project, we joined the Richmond players with our Laguntas boys and a couple of other representatives to consider, what are the opportunities to learn around the experiences of social inclusion or exclusion, particularly for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. As a part of the selection of the group, there was two young boys from the Laguntas program, Darren Allen and Derek Hayes. They were identified for their leadership capacity, not only their talent in football, but what they can contribute to the group on the tour. As a part of what they provided was an opportunity to share their own cultural learnings from where they come from, but also, celebrate through their dance, through the war cry, telling stories and a range of other things that really made the experience really special.
The experience from doing the war cry in front of not only the non-Indigenous AFL players, but also the Brazilians. It's something I take back home to tell my family about, coming back from home. We're quite shy of non-Aboriginal people and we feel judged, so to experience that from doing the war cry, I'll be able to take that back home and tell family and friends that there are people out there that actually do care about our culture and do want to take the time out to talk to us and get to know us on a personal level.
Some of the highlights from the trip really were about how our young men responded to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture and some of the learnings that they had in considering their own country's lineage and what it meant to them. And to see some of the boys be unbelievably proud of sharing those stories and embracing our country's culture is pretty special for us.
The Indigenous boys on the trip performed a war cry and got on the didgeridoo, and although I'm not Indigenous, I don't think I've ever been prouder to be an Australian. It was a really nice exchange with the community.
It's just an amazing thing to share as a part of our culture. It's been passed on through AFL over in Tonga. We use it to represent our culture. So to be able to do it here is just amazing, and they loved it as well.
The Rio trip provided an opportunity for a number of learnings, and part of it really is about exploring what is Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture in relation to our national identity. And in travelling overseas, how did the boys feel about that? Not only Aboriginal boys, but our non-Aboriginal playing group. Considering, what are the learnings around social exclusion and what are the things that are happening over there that we need to consider back here and at home, particularly with any disadvantaged group. And finally, really what's the role of sport and what does that play for communities across the nation, and the power of the AFL and how we use that brand to enable opportunities is really crucial.
We are from Melbourne, Australia, and we play for the Richmond Football Club.
Football is used as a great tool to get Aboriginal kids into a good routine and into school. It uses soccer as a great way to communicate to their younger peers in the community.
It's really exciting for us to think about what are our opportunities to build upon, and particularly for the young man, the inspiration that they've received from the trip around the work not only that they do at home here as a part of the football club and the Korin Gamadji Institute, but really contextually what they want to do from a leadership perspective and how they can use this experience to continue to support communities back in Rio to do the amazing work that they do, and consider what the role might be in some community development for our young men and their role around being emerging leaders and in the leadership group into the future.